Hey, Big A, I'm a small business owner for a few years, but I recently had to shut up shop. Elon Musk, Tesla, and these other electric car companies like BYD played a direct role in closing my business. For reference, I used to siphon gas from cars for a living. Any advice now I can get back on my feet? I'm 50 grand in the hole. It's a real tragedy to see an American small business crushed like this. And I think we need to double our tariffs on China so that these BYD cars, learn how to siphon a battery. That's just called innovation. Learn how to take a crowbar and get the battery out of there and sell that on the black market. Now you're making money. Now you're cooking. Learn how to harvest rare earth minerals from the parts in the electric vehicle. Those are up in value. Speaking of which, can I share with you guys a really interesting thing that happened today? I saw the article first, which is why it was so interesting. I saw a Financial Times article about Donald Trump. Again, this is not a crash out day. This is barely even related to Trump, but it's about Trump planning to stockpile deep sea critical minerals to counter China. The idea is that China has been shutting down exports of rare earth minerals that are used in EVs and other things. And so Trump wants to do deep sea mining. I don't know if it's him personally, but someone on his team wants to explore that option to get the minerals. Okay. And in this article, they mention the leader in the space is The Metals Company. And I was like, wait a minute, why is that familiar? Isn't that the company that Aiden invested in the stock market game because he saw it in a documentary? Turns out it is. And that shit popped, dude. That shit popped. It's now the highest performing stock in this competition by far. And Aiden is now in the green. Lemonade stand on top, dude. Doug is third. It's the lemonade stand difference. Holy Glenema. He's in the green. My quote on the day we did this was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Aiden wins this thing because he has the most balanced. But if he's got a balanced portfolio and then TMC ends up being a generational buy, Delta Airlines is kind of dumb, but I don't know why you throw in even in good times, don't invest in airlines. I'll never understand that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But that's low-key funny because I asked him, I was like, where'd you even hear about this company? And it was just him. One day he watched this video on CNBC. Could deep sea mining fix the global? It's like a year ago or 2 years ago. This is a while ago. He just watched this shit and remembered it. And it ended up, that's just cool how that works. Good for him, staying informed. It's an old video. How profitable can that really be? It's a good question. I can't claim to be an expert. My understanding from that video and this article is that, my understanding is that no, not very profitable. And in fact, listen, I don't know, but I'm going to say my understanding is that rare earth minerals are rare in air quotes. They're not rare at all. They're actually everywhere. My understanding is you can find them. There's huge deposits all over. It's like, you can get them from the bottom of the ocean, but you can get them from a lot of places. The hard part is that you have to refine them. You need these advanced refineries. That's what China has. Because for the longest time, the only time you used rare earth minerals was in, headphones and laptop keyboards and eventually in batteries, eventually in electric vehicles. And so they built the whole supply chain out before anyone else could. And now they're the only ones that can refine them at scale. So no matter where you get them, they have to go to China. And so everybody would just buy them from them. That's my understanding. This is my understanding of rare earth minerals. So there's a push to find our own non-Chinese sources of rare earth minerals, but the real hard part is getting these refineries set up, is my understanding. Just send it to my house, I'll refine them. Yeah, what if you guys make a distributed refining service where Trump or Aiden scrapes minerals off the bottom of the ocean, ships them to your house, and you clean them up, polish them off, get them ready to go. We're crowdsourcing it. It's an American project. Artisanal refining. An Etsy refinery. Dude, imagine buying refined silicon on Etsy, dude. It adds the human touch. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, China has 98% of the world's rare earth minerals. That's wild. But once we get our Etsy refined lithium, it's going to be huge. When will Lemonade Stand become a beacon for the gold hodler community? I'm not part of the gold hodler community. I don't like most people that talk about gold. I've unfortunately had to become a voice for the fact that there are regular investors who put money into gold who are not your uncle at Costco, dude. Yes, I do hold a lot of gold. I'm not gonna lie about it. I do. But I think I had a strategic reason for that. And I think it's paid off, so I'm not going to apologize for it. Bro's a goblin for gold. How much exactly? Oh, do you want my social security number too? List of my greatest fears? Full list of assets and liabilities? What would you you want me to break it down? You want me to give you the bank account numbers too so you can log in and check? I saw people fighting for the LeBron doll today at Target. Dude, they better print more of them because Target is in a disaster. Target's same store sales have declined like 5 months straight. They're on the largest stock losing streak they've had in the history of the company. The entire Target shopper is like a middle class person that doesn't even exist anymore. It's the unique person that would shop at Target is no longer existing. They're moving up to higher, they're to Erewhon, or they're moving down to Walmart. But Target as a unique spot in American society is wiped out. Target is mecca for college students looking to buy cheap furniture. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just going to tell you that might not be the highest margin business to be in. Selling the cheapest possible furniture you can to college students is not like where the biggest money is. And if you were to do it at scale, you would be a worse IKEA. Yeah. So how Erewhon's still doing well in this economy? It's not like there's not rich people, bro. Rich people are still, it's the middle class that's in trouble, bro. It's like a splitting. There's still wealth. It's K-shaped, K-shaped economy. Although it's, K-shaped implies this one's still going up and it's not. The top end of the K is starting to lose its luster. Fewer trips, fewer luxury bags. It's R-shaped. Yeah. It is kind of R-shaped. It's like, what if the middle class still exists, but we're all stupid and can't save money for shit and have addictions and are bad at money spending techniques? Well, the middle class is a measure of wealth. So if all of those things are true, then eventually we'll not have the wealth to be in the middle class. But what I would say is I don't think you're any stupider than any previous generation with handling your money. People should be allowed to have a couple addictions, a couple spendings. It's mostly that the prices of things they need are not just want, but need are going up faster than their wages. That's the problem. Did you see Katy Perry went to tweet space for 10 minutes? I didn't see this. I heard about it like vaguely. What did she do up there? What did Katy Perry do in space? Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Lauren Sanchez go to space and back in historic all-female Blue Origin flight. I mean, I guess it's fine. Whatever. It's just Jeff Bezos' money, right? He wants to send people to space. Because it's not taxpayer money, I don't feel anything about it. It's like if you told me a bunch of rich people went on a yacht cruise. It's like, all right, cool, good for them. Amazon is a tax on me wanting 2-day shipping. That's not a fair characterization of a tax. When you commission a furry artist to draw you a bunch of furry porn, that's not a tax on your love of furry porn. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not a tariff. That's not a trade deficit. I have a trade deficit with Amazon. That's literally the definition of a tariff. No, it's not the definition of a tariff. I guess you guys are saying it. What you're saying it's this. It's they feed us poison so we buy their cures. That's what you're saying. That is deep. Wake up, sheeple. Third part of this comic is they suppress our medicine at California Weed Blog. Curious. Did you see this short Almost Friday skit? Let's see. What is it? POV, your whole group had to leave Coachella yesterday because your buddy went there with 3 iced coffees and a cake pop in his stomach and got airlifted out of the line.
How you feeling today?
Not sorry.
What?
Speaking of Coachella, while you bring that up, 60% of Coachella tickets were purchased using buy now, pay later, is my understanding. This is according to a reporting from Billboard. Not a great sign. And that's just BNPL. You got to assume some are on credit. Share screen. You can see it right here. Payments journal. So, it does feel like a bit of fuck the future, fuck my future, I'm spending now, I'm living life while I can type beat. There's like a bit of like, fuck my chungus life, I'm not gonna get a house, and I'm just gonna live it while the living's good. I'm not here to dissuade you from that, but I would say like your future self is gonna be unhappy. Cause like there's consequence, there will be consequences, right? and you'll feel them, and it'll be annoying, and you'll wish you hadn't done it. What was that word you just used?